everybody. I'm doing a mini session for one of my patrons. So I'm going to be sharing psychic wisdom and energy healing. If any of you are interested in checking out my Patreon community, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/Abbey Normal's Wisdom Quest. All right, so mini sessions, there aren't any specific goals. We're going to go as guided by spirit. And I want to thank you so very much for being a part of my Patreon community. Thank you so very much for the opportunity to connect with you through this session. And thank you for sharing here on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to relax now and let's see what comes up for you today. Okay. Okay. Weird. I'm down on my hands and knees. It's dusty. And my nose is along this dusty earth. And it's more on the reddish color brown. It's not red. It's not brown. It's more, it's kind of like an off brown with some reddish hue to it. But it's getting on my nose. And I find that my lips are close to this earth as well. And I don't know why. It's almost like I'm licking this dusty dirt and it's getting into my mouth now. It's the oddest thing. And I'm starting to feel more like a dog than a human. And I'm sniffing things out. I'm sniffing around. But as I'm sniffing, I'm also licking, like I'm tasting the earth. I'm tasting the ground. And I'm very motivated here. I'm very motivated and I'm sniffing, and I'm in a location. Like I feel like maybe X marks the spot. I found what I'm looking for. Maybe this is where I buried my bone. There's something like this, okay? Then nothing happens. Everything, the whole image, all the feelings, the excitement, everything that was weird and that started to turn into something more familiar, everything just stopped. And it's so silent, so eerily silent. And you say, no. Nothing was right about that. Nothing was right. That human being should never have been on their hands and knees like that and treated like a dog. Kind of discussing the scene more with this version of you, and I'm saying, well, the human seemed, into it. So was it treated like a dog, or was it wanting to be different? Seemed happy in a way. Say no human is happy being treated like a dog or behaving like a dog. No human is happy like this. I say, okay, you reconstruct the scene. You show me the way that you would prefer to see it. You say, no, nothing's right. And as you move into the scene to kind of recreate it, you're not able to. And everything starts to feel more stuck. And now you are stuck in this problem. You are stuck in the scene. And you yourself can't really get out of it now. You can't make it better. You can't get yourself out of it. You're trying to make it better. It's just all getting stuck. And it's almost like there may be something you see that others don't see it quite the same way. You're onto something and we're not there yet with what you're seeing. And what you see is valuable, So let's go with it. I'm totally open to what your ideas are here. I say, well, you're stuck. And so I'm just standing here looking at you completely stuck. And you're standing upright, really tall, and still stiff. And this dog person is kind of stuck as sort of overlaid within your feet. Is this stuck in your image? And so these two images are basically blended together. Nothing is moving. I'm still figuring this out. I'm not allowed to touch you. I'm not allowed to remove you. I'm not allowed to really touch the scene at all. And I thought, well, okay, then I'll just send it away and we'll look at something new. And it's not really allowing me to do that either. So then am I stuck? I say, cool, I'm going to be stuck now too. And I go and dive into your scene is like with full-fledged excitement. And I'm just going to be like, I'm stuck. And so now we have 3 stuck people. It's kind of funny. I'm serious. So I'm going to see myself as also stuck in here. And now I see weird beings in a spaceship. And there's this emanation like, no, 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 no. Like, this isn't right. Like, I shouldn't be in the picture. And I'm starting to see wormholes. Like, literally just everywhere. Like, they're grayish in color. In a black background. And these beings are just sort of in a flat space, vibrationally. There's no air to breathe. There's no time. There's no really up, down, left, right. There's only this dimensional space. It's almost like a hiding place, like a perfect cloaking space. You never know that this was there. It's just in a tiny invisible pocket, able to see in, but nobody can see into it, you know? It's like the ultimate tinted window. It just blends in with the scenery. But in its vision, in its world, it's just like everything is still. There's no time and it's all black everywhere. So now I'm going to see this ship stuck in this as well. I'm just merging these. And I do it by just seeing this weird ship inside of here. It's not like a saucer or a cigar shape. It's more like a cube in a way. And when I do that, the dimensions are starting to become distorted. And then what I do is quite strange, but I fill this space with water. The element of water. So I'm just adding water to this. And it turns into like a sticky ball, and I just start bouncing it like a bouncy ball on the ground. And it's now like a basketball, and I was going to shoot a hoop with it, and it's full of like an interdimensional event here. There's aliens in a spaceship, and then there's just this random person that threw themselves into the mix. And then there's you, and then there's this scene that we're trying to make sense of. And the way I see it and the way you see it are 2 different viewpoints. And it's all getting stuck together now. And we just add some water, turn it into a sticky ball, turn it into a bouncy ball, turn it into a basketball, and now we shoot hoops with it. And I'm spinning the ball now on my finger, and I say something like, I don't know how to express what this is like. It's weird because there's pineapple, and there's orange, and then there's strawberry. There's fruits. In the midst of like shrugging my shoulders, like, when will they ever learn? It's kind of the statement in a way. And then it's just like throwing the ball behind me and just walking away from everything. And I'm reminding that I'm stuck in that ball too, you know. It's like, you know what, I'm bajillion versions of me. There's me's I don't even know about that are stuck in places I can't even fathom, that I'll be introduced to when I need to know about them. I don't need to be holding on to something. Everything has a divine experience and a divine time. It all unravels when it's meant to. And then the guides are like, well, why did you stick everybody together? I say, well, it became stuck and I thought it just needed to get more stuck. I just thought it was funny. These alien beings, will throw them in the mix, throw some water in the mix, turn it into a basketball. It's good. And now the guides come in and they show me that we're going to take the sphere and then we're going to reveal meaning, okay? And so meaning is multidimensional. There isn't just one meaning, there's so many meanings. And there's some meanings that aren't going to really compute, but can still be a participant or a part of that meaning. Maybe you don't see it at first, or maybe you wouldn't put it into the equation, even though it could be there. And it's all interconnected, you know? So they're taking out the original scene, and then they're taking out you stuck, okay? Then they're taking out me, just throwing myself in the mix. And they're taking out the alien spaceships and the interdimensional weirdness. And then they're taking out what is the element of water, okay? They're taking these things out, separating it all to individual parts. And then spheres become flat. And then all the material matter disappears and everything becomes energy. The aliens are energy, the water is energy, I'm energy, you're energy, the idea was energy that we're talking about, all energy. As energy, we're in a way free from, it's like, we relate to each other in a different way. We relate to everything in a different way. Because there's no real task to do. Like if the alien shed the body of the alien, that was there with a purpose or a point, right? Now is shed the skin of that environment and that body. Now what is it? Now what is its divine purpose? Now what is it to do, you know? The element of water has a physical property. Now is just the spirit of itself. It can do whatever it wants now, you know? So we're not attached to each other anymore. There's no attachment anymore. There's no attachment even to the original idea. And the way the idea was perceived, there's no attachment even to that. So there are no ideas, there's no real purpose, there's only existence. And when suddenly there's just existence and there's no attachment to each other, there's just this sense of, I am everything, I'm everywhere, I'm everyone, it's a freeing feeling, it's I don't know, they show me like a conch shell that has a spirit inside of itself and somehow it's cracked and then it opens up and then the spirit is set free. Literally the image they show me. As this happens, I feel a major shift in your third eye and your crown chakra. I feel the shedding of a heavy skin and attachments to things that are going to shed with the skin. And it's going to give you what is a lighter experience, which then we would define that as feeling freer. It's not about any agenda. It's not about the good and the bad. It's not about this purpose or that purpose and how they meld together or don't, and how I see it and then how you see it differently and I'm right or you're wrong. It's all that junk, all that attachment junk just disappears. So then what's left? Just energy. And the sensation of this is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It's freeing. I mean, this is majorly impacting your third eye and your crown chakra big time. And I also feel breathability more in your heart, and you feel in a way lighter, but kind of groggier, like your legs are a little wobbly, like you could fall over, but it's strange because you feel lighter, you know? But maybe it's kind of like our idea of getting lightheaded and then suddenly it's like, oh crap, I better sit down, you know? Not because you feel heavy or anything. It's just like getting adjusted to feeling lighter, you know? Lightheaded, I suppose, in a good way. All right. So thank you. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. I did not know where that was going. See how quick things can change from complicated to just, wow, that was simple. That was easy. That was wonderful. It's like it can change that fast. And then it all suddenly makes sense. And it wasn't as complicated as anybody ever thought, you know? It was freeing. It was changing. It was good, you know? Feels good. All right. Thank you again. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.